Buongiorno Italia! This is the early morning show, broadcasting from the Alps. Looks like clear skies today, but watch out as you zip around those narrow turns. Sunrise is prime walking time for our grannies. Thanks for joining us for an alpine start. Learn more on Facebook at the Lead Now Tour page or hashtag LeadNowTour. We'll see you back this evening for aperitivo and pizza.
Stop number 3 of Marmot's Lead Now Tour has brought us to the Italian Alps, and in a way this month has been about both me retracing my steps through climbing and also sort of laying a foundation for my future.
We are in Lecco, in the north of Italy, and close to real Alps, in pre-Alps.
It's been really amazing to be climbing beneath the Alps because I was working on this slab at Sasso Romano, and it sits on this huge boulder right at the bottom of the mountains. So I would be working the slab and getting really frustrated and kind of down on myself, sort of wondering why I was there, and then I would look up into the mountains, and it was kind of a distraction from my project, which I really needed. But I also knew that this route would require me to really focus, and it was going to take a lot of effort.
Most of the mountaineering tradition and history started here. You have so many possibilities from sport climbing, mountaineering, multi-pitch, mixed climbing, ice climbing, whatever you want.
We put her in the swimming program. She decided she wanted to do that, and we went to the first swim meet, and it was absolutely the most painful thing I think I had ever seen in my life because she was the worst one there. And I think we left thinking, oh, that was just terrible. We have to find something else for her to do. So when the climbing program came up, it was, I think, a total confidence builder for her that she was able to do something she was really good at.
You could tell on the very first few days of the program that Paige had a talent or an ability for climbing. There was a fluidity and a confidence level there that you could just tell that this was going to be her sport.
I'm really lucky to be on this trip, to travel and learn about the world and to climb as hard as I can. I see what a huge role my family and the food I ate played in my growth as a climber, and I think that all kids deserve that opportunity to grow up to be successful adults. Save the Children reaches millions of kids around the world to help families access those healthy foods and educate them on nutrition and living an active lifestyle. And they really fight hunger and malnutrition, not only in developing countries, but also in developed countries like here in Italy. With a balanced diet, kids can have that energy that they need to go to school and develop their minds or play outside and build strong and healthy bodies. I would love if every kid around the world had the opportunity that I had to go out rock climbing or push their limits or have an adventure.
Paige said that she was a beginner, and she's not a beginner, I mean, not for the climbing in general, but for multi-pitch, yes.
This was such a different style of climbing for me that it's really easy to kind of freak out and get intimidated when you're outside of your comfort zone.
This is a strong experience because we were trusting each other.
It's really important to me to go out and have these different adventures that allow me to learn about different aspects of climbing and to really respect other styles of climbing because it's so different when you're up on this big wall and there's all these technical logistics. In sport climbing, you're just focused on a few really hard moves that you're trying to get done.
climbed well, I think. We were even pretty fast, and we reached the top of this mountain, climbed some rocks to reach this spire, and then we ended with the nicest pitch of the route on this spire, and it has been a great experience.
Art Attack is on what is supposedly the world's largest boulder, which seems a little bit of a ridiculous claim, but it's about a 90-foot route and it's right on the road, which is a little disappointing because one of my favorite things about climbing is being kind of removed from all the busyness and chaos and being up in the mountains. It's kind of odd to have a topo for an area on the roadside. It starts on the 7C and then just stops. And then the 8C continues up. All the hard part is in the top. The crux is a big iron cross move to a really delicate match, and then you kind of have to down campus and drop your feet. And I was frustrated because I wasn't even getting up to the crux. I kept waiting for crisp temperatures and for the humidity to go away, and it just wasn't happening.
Do you want to do this climb?
I mean, yeah, I think I can. I'm just frustrated because I know I can hold those holds, and right now I can't. Over a period of 30 days, I probably tried it 30 to 40 times, which is the most number of tries I've ever put in on a project. Honestly, I had really given up. It wasn't even that I was close to giving up, I had actually given up, and I was only making myself get back on the route so that I wouldn't have any excuses. was really just a miracle when it all came together. I was in complete shock. I just sat on top of the boulder wanting to cry.
She decides to do a route. She works on it and works on it and works on it until that becomes a possibility of seeing it to completion. Climbing has just always been her sport, and it has definitely given her confidence just as a person in all areas of her life.
Even when you think that there's no hope, that everything's over, that you can't do it, that you failed, that there's still that chance that things can come together.
Living is not just consuming a place or consuming time. It's an exchange. You can give more and you will get more.
The most important things in my life are my family and being outside and living an active lifestyle. And I want everyone to have that opportunity. That's what Save the Children is doing, is allowing kids to have the opportunity to have those healthy foods and to have that upbringing where they can grow up to chase their dreams as adults. Help me raise $10,000 for Save the Children so that kids all over the world can have the opportunities that they deserve. Visit crowdrise.com/leadnowtouritaly to help kids eat well and play hard.
Whether you find your adventure in sport climbing, multi-pitch, or just hanging around the gelato bar, the Alps never disappoint. Get ready for an exciting change of scenery. The Lead Now Tour is headed to Japan next. So with that, ciao ciao amici!